So for Module 8.1, it's about developing your marketing mix. What is marketing plan? Market is a group of potential customers for a particular product or service. This is the setting or area wherein the potential customers ay nag-gather para bilhin yung product or service na interesado sila. So, in the market, the marketing occurs. It is a way of presenting their business to their customers. This is how every business promotes their business to their customers. They conduct advertisements, promotion, para dun sa product or service na meron sila. So, the reason why business has marketing is para mas mapaintindi sa mga customers nila yung value ng product and service na ino-offer nila. Enable for the business na mag-success, they need to conduct a marketing plan. So, a marketing plan, it helps a business na i-promote yung product or service na meron sila para ma-meet yung needs ng target market nila. Marketing plan requires research and commitments. Pero, sobrang valuable naman ng process na yon. Kasi, it has a great contribution sa success ng isang business. So, the marketing plan has two primary parts. First one is the marketing goals, and the second one is the strategies for reaching your goals or the marketing mix. First, let's define the marketing goals. When making a marketing plan, it should be unique because each business has its own marketing goals. Siyempre, when you make a marketing plan, it is necessary na alam mo yung gusto mong ma-accomplish ng business mo. Your marketing goals should agree with your business plan's overall objectives. It should be more specific and action-oriented, and you should be able to measure them in practical ways. Like for example, you wanted to increase your target market, you need to put specific number or percentage na gusto mong ma-increase. Also, you can also include the specific amount of sales or profit na gusto mong ma-reach. Marketing goals also require a time frame. First is the short-range goals. Ito yung mga goals na you want to achieve in a smaller period like months. Next is mid-range goals. Ito naman yung mga goal na gusto mong ma-achieve in the next 2 to 5 years. The last one is the long-range goals. Ito naman yung mga goals na gusto mong ma-achieve in a longer period like in a 10 or 20 years from now. And there are also some additional things na we need to keep in mind when we consider goals. So the first one is motive. We need to think kung bakit natin gustong ma-reach yung mga objective natin. Also, what rewards do you hope to obtain? Also, consider opportunity cost of setting one particular goal rather than another. Next is consistency. Every business should be careful na yung goals nila hindi magkakaroon ng conflict with one another. Kasi magka-create lang yun ng frustration. And syempre, kapag nagkaroon ng frustration, magdi-decrease yung chances na ma-accomplish mo yung mga goal mo na yon. And last is the cost. When making a marketing plan, syempre, kailangan mo ng budget para ma-check yung feasibility ng goals mo. And when we say cost, it's not only about money, but also your personal energy and your emotional investment. You need to be more specific. You need to be more realistic as you can when thinking about goals. And at the same time, remember that many worthwhile aims will require you to step outside your comfort zone. Another potential marketing goal can define in terms of market share. So, ang market share, it refers to the portion of percentage of a market na in-earn ng isang company or organization. In other words, a company's market share is its total sales. For example, if a business selling is 5 million worth of product in 1 year and the total market is 10 million, so the market share is 50%. Determining a reasonable market share should be based on the level of competition in your target market. In most cases, you will be entering a market with many competitors. And for the last one is the marketing strategies or marketing mix. We all know that every marketing plan has 5 main strategies, which is referred as the 5 P's. So for the first P is people. We all know that is the most important because customer is the fundamental in every business strategic success as a marketer. Lahat ng gagawin ng business should be encompass customer needs and ensure their satisfaction. And when we say people, hindi lang naman siya about your target customers. You can also include here yung mga taong tumutulong sa'yo para patakbuhin yung business mo like your employees. Next P is product. It can be either tangible good or intangible service na nagpo-fulfill ng needs and desires ng customers mo. Importante na ma-determine ng company or organization which aspects of the product are important and will have an effect on customer perception and yung intentions nila sa pagbili. Next is the place. Place has a huge influence because when customers want something, they're strongly influenced by what's currently available to them. And getting the place and timings right is an essential part of success. So the placement strategy helps to assess what channel is the most suited to a product. And for the fourth P is the price. Price determination impact profit margins, supply, demand, and overall marketing strategy. It is important for this to be linked to what the perceived value of the product is to the customer rather than an objective cost. Determining a pricing strategy is necessary. Enable na mas maintindihan kung paano nakikita ng customers and paano nila nadi-differentiate yung product na binili nila sa'yo from what other companies selling. And last is the promotion. It includes elements like advertising, public relations, social media marketing, email marketing, search engine marketing, video marketing, and more. So, promotion is the process you use to make potential customers aware of your product or service and para ma-impluwensyahan sila na bilhin yung product na yon. That's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I am Bright Joshua Kabulisan and I'm going to discuss determining people and product strategies. So, according sa marketing mix, ang 5 P's ay people, product, place, price, and promotion. So, as an entrepreneur, bago tayo bumuo ng marketing mix natin o bago tayo gumawa ng different strategies natin, dapat kino-consider natin yung produkto at target market tayo. Bakit? Kasi mahirap magkaroon ng produkto kung wala ka namang bebentahan. At mas mahirap magbenta kung wala ka namang paninda, 'di ba? So, product and people is considered lifeblood ng bawat business. Bakit? Kasi kung wala tong dalawang to, hindi tayo makakapag-generate ng profit. Mababalewala yung business natin. Matatawag pa bang business kung wala ka namang produkto at wala ka namang target market, 'di ba? Kahit ano pa yan, service man yan or goods man yung binebenta mo, dapat may tinatawag kang product. Kasi ang definition ng product sa entrepreneur or sa marketing is the physical item you plan to sell or the service you plan to provide. So, product image means the perception and attitude of consumers towards the product or services you offered. So, sa pag-conceptualize ng product, dapat una natin kino-consider is yung target market natin. Hindi dapat tayo basta-basta nagre-release ng product natin nang hindi natin kino-consider or hindi natin inaalam sino ba yung target market natin. Paano natin ma-i-impress sila? Paano natin makukuha yung attention nila? So, sa pag-conceptualize ng product, dapat may uniqueness or innovation. Karamihan kasi sa atin is to see is to believe. Bago mag-avail, dapat ma-impress mo muna sila. Halimbawa, Jordan 1, 'di ba? Kahit mahal siya, madaming bumibili sa kanya. Bakit? Kasi sikat siya. Magaganda yung colorway niya. And maganda yung quality ng product. So, pagdating naman sa service, example, barbershop, ano ba yung mga sikat na haircut ngayon ng mga lalaki. Sikat ngayon is mallet or fade cut. So kung hindi ka marunong mag-mallet or mag-fade cut, posibleng maraming kabataan yung hindi magpagupit sa'yo or marami yung hindi mag-a-avail ng service mo. Kasi wala naman yung hinahanap nila sa business mo, 'di ba? So posible ka ring malugi. Next is attracting customers to your product. So sabi dito, to attract people in your target market, you need to choose a product that matches well with their needs or wants. So dapat ina-assess muna natin kung ano ba yung kailangan ng mga tao or specifically yung target market natin. For instance, ngayon, ano ba priority ng mga tao? Di ba, priority nila is yung basic necessities like mask, face shield, and alcohol, tsaka mga pagkain. So, pagdating sa face mask, ang daming nagsilabasan na trending na designs, di ba? Iba't ibang uri ng face mask. Sa pagdating naman sa face shield, iba't ibang designs din yan. So, sa alcohol, madaming lumabas na iba't ibang seller ng lalagyan ng alcohol, iba't ibang tatak ng alcohol, diba? And pagdating sa foods, ano ba yung trending or ano ba yung mga kadalasang binibili ng mga tao ngayon? Ube cheese pandesal, diba? Lugaw. Ano pa yung mga pinapa-deliver natin? Milk tea, diba? Ang dami ding nagsilabasan ngayong pandemic, ang daming lumabas ng mga businesses. So, try mong sumabay sa uso. Isipin mo kung ano yung trending ngayon, ano ba yung mga kailangan ng kabataan, ng matatanda, ng bata. Depende sa target market mo. So, pagdating naman sa produkto, seasonal man yan or hindi seasonal, dapat sure ka na magigain ka ng profit or lalogo yung business mo. Kasi wala namang business na yung objective nila is malugi. So, kung seasonal yan, dapat may alternative ka. Kung hindi naman yan seasonal, dapat ine-ensure mo na papatok yan sa mga tao sa target market mo, na hindi lang yan ngayon sisikat, hindi lang yan ngayon magiging mabenta. So dapat for the long run ay dapat nandun yung vision mo. So tayo daw ng mga customers is nagbe-base tayo sa feature and benefit ng isang product. So ano ba yung features? Features is the distinctive attribute of your products. It is what and how does the product appears to the senses of consumers. So ito yung mga first impression natin sa isang produkto or sa service. Kung ano yung mga ganda na nakikita natin, ano yung gandang naririnig natin, yung sarap na nalalasahan natin, yung naaamoy natin, at yung nahahawakan natin. So, halimbawa ako last 2019, napabili ako ng sapatos nung way back November ba yun? So, napabili ako dahil sa design niya. Ayun yung una kong nakita. Hindi na ako tumingin pa sa ibang sapatos kasi ang ganda ng colorway niya. So, pagdating naman sa benefits is described as how does the product affects the customers. So, ito yung mga reason at epekto ng pagbili mo. So, sa case ko, nagamit ko yung sapatos sa intrams namin. Sobrang kapit niya, isang benefit na yon. Tapos yung confidence pa na dala niya para sa akin kasi nga sikat siya, maganda yung colorway niya, benefit din yon. So ano pa ba yung ibang benefit? It's either saving time, nag-i-increase siya ng social status, naproprotektahan niya yung family natin, 'di ba? Pag bumibili tayo ng padlock, 'di ba? Tinitignan din natin kung ano ba yung benefit niya. And tinitignan din natin kung maganda ba siya tignan para sa gate natin. Doon papasok yung features. So, getting rid of problem, improving a relationship, reducing worry, providing entertainment, and can save money. So, if you choose to sell more than one product, you need to consider how the products relate to each other. The combination of products a business sells is called product mix. So, yung product mix is example Nike, 'di 'di ba? Bukod sa sapatos, may iba pang sports apparel like balls, shirts, supporters na binebenta sila. Lahat 'yon, ang main denominator nila is sports. So, sa Apple naman, ano ba yung binebenta nila or yung ino-offer nila? May mga cellphones, iPad, laptop, and yung denominator naman nila is technology. So, pagkakaroon ng mga ganong products, maraming products pero magkaka-connect is product mix. So, next slide. Maintaining customer loyalty. So, ano ba ang brand? A brand is a marketing strategy that can create an emotional attachment to your product in the mind of the consumer. It is perceived as either excellent quality or high status, premium brand. So, ito yung pagkakakilanlan ng business at produkto mo. So, pagdating sa consumer o sa customer, dapat may isang bagay doon na makikilala agad nila yung produkto mo or yung business mo. Malaki kasi ang epekto nito sa loyalty ng customer mo. For instance, pag nakakita ka ng check o yung tinatawag na swoosh or just do it na image, 'di ba? Automatic Nike 'yon. So kapag three stripes naman, ano ba 'yon? 'Di ba? Adidas 'yon. So ayun yung brand. So ang mga customer kasi even as is, pine-perceive natin yung isang produkto sa quality or sa status niya. It's either excellent quality or high status. Ano ba pag sinabing excellent quality? So pag sinabing excellent quality, ito yung usefulness ng product, yung durability niya, and yung life span niya. So ang high status naman or yung premium brand, ito yung pinaghalong excellent quality but mahal siya. Ito yung mga product na mahal pero quality product. So it is positioned to have high quality and price. Ano ba example nito? Louis Vuitton, Chanel, yung mga Nike, 'di ba? Mahal sila pero alam naman natin na maganda yung quality nila kaya until now madaming bumibili sa kanila kahit yung mga presyo ng bags is umaabot ng 500,000 or may mga million pa. So sa tawag sa process ng pagkakaroon ng strong image ay product positioning. So ayun nga yun. Dapat may image tayo na a-attach or na bibigay sa mga customer natin para agad nilang makilala yung product natin. Kasi yung Nike naman, 'di ba? Sapatos, madami siyang kalaban, madaming tatak or madaming brand diyan ng sapatos. May Adidas, may Fila, may Under Armour. Pero dahil dun sa swoosh na yon or sa check na yon, dun siya nakilala. Sa Apple naman is yung Apple na may kagat. Sa Adidas yung 3 stripes. So, ayun yung tinatawag na product positioning. Next slide. Pagdating naman sa packaging, aminin natin kahit tayo nadala tayo sa magandang package ng isang product, kahit hindi naman natin alam kung para saan ba yung product na yon, basta maganda yung lalagyan niya, maganda yung pagkaka-present niya. Nung bata tayo, 'di ba, nagpapabili pa tayo kahit hindi naman natin alam kung para saan ba yon. Example, yung sa pabango. 'Di ba, ang ganda-ganda nung lalagyan niya, ang ganda nung hulma ng lalagyan niya, pero hindi natin alam na kung ano ba yung amoy nun, kung maganda ba para sa ilong, maganda ba sa pang-amoy. So, malaking factor kasi yung pagkaka-present mo sa target market mo, pagkaka-present mo sa customers mo, 'di ba? Dapat suited siya sa method na gagamitin sa product distribution at sales. So, ano bang packaging? Packaging contains and protects the product until the consumer uses it. The packaging needs to be suited to the method used for the product's distribution and sale. It should be cost effective and also environmentally responsible. So, sabi nga dito, packaging contains and protects the product. So, pagdating sa packaging, dapat matibay yan. Dapat hindi yan madaling masira or madaling mabutas. Kasi, unang-una, pag nakita yan ng consumer mo, ng customer mo na butas or gas-gas, sira, sa tingin mo bibilin ba yan? Diba? Hindi naman. So, sa pag-conceptualize ng package or product, dapat iniisip natin yung magiging epekto nun sa lahat. It should be innovative. Yes, yet cost effective. Dapat eye-catching siya. And it also be environmentally responsible. So, example yung Garnier. Garnier, or anumang tawag dyan. 'Di ba kailan lang nag-trending sila sa Facebook na sa isang Facebook post na yung packaging nila is environmental friendly. Yung pag binabad mo daw sa tubig is matutunaw agad yung plastic or yung packaging nila. So they aim to save 7,000 tons of plastic per year. So nag-came up sila sa isang innovative and eco-friendly packaging ng mga parcel nila. Ito yung nakikita natin na green dyan. So dapat ang packaging din is mapro-promote niya yung business mo. Packaging should be designed for the target market and must be eye-catching. It should be promote the image of the brand and be distinguishable from competitors' products. So, pag nakita nila yung package mo pa lang, dapat alam na nila na sa yung business yon. Madali siyang ma-distinguish from other competitors kahit gaano pa man karami yung kalaban mo, dapat madali siyang ma-distinguish. So, however, may mga packaging na dapat dumaan sa legal process like yung child-proof medicine bottles. Ayan kasi kailangan munang i-prove na hindi talaga siya mabubuksan ng bata or wala siyang harm na madadala kasi nga gamot yung mga laman niya. So, all in all, pwede itong makaapekto sa success or failure ng business. So, 'di ba nakikita natin sa Shopee or Lazada yung mga comments doon, yung mga review, 'di ba? Pag walang bubble wrap, nakikita natin 3 stars lang or 2 stars lang. Kasi nga ganun kalaki yung epekto ng packaging para sa success natin or sa pag-gain natin ng profit. So, ayun po. Thank you sa pakikinig. Ang next topic natin is all about determining place strategies na i-discuss ni Margie Habonillo.
I am Margie V. Habunillo and I am the next reporter. So today we're going to discuss the determining place distribution channel. So distribution channel are the various ways that the product can reach the consumer. Place strategies, sometimes referred to as distribution strategies, are used to answer the following: how will you get your product into hands of your customers? How you can ensure that your product will be available to customers where and when they want? Those questions will be answered later on. But before that, let's describe first what is distribution channel is. So distribution channel is a chain of business or intermediaries through which goods or services passes until it reaches the final buyers or the end of consumers. So distribution channel can include the wholesaler, retailer, distributors, and even the internet. So the more cost efficient the channel is, the lower you can keep the product's price. So example dito yung mga wholesaler. So wholesaler, alam naman natin na maramihan sila bumili. So the more na marami silang binibili, then the more nalalasan din yung product's price. Then the more time efficient the channel is, the faster the product will reach the customers. Slide is what channels will you use? So there are 3 kinds of channel distribution: the direct channel, indirect channel, and intermediary. So direct channel is a pathway which the product goes to the consumers. Ito yung trip with no stop until the product goes to consumers or customers. Then the indirect, it is a pathway which the product goes from the producer to one or more distribution channel like wholesaler, retailer, distributors, and until reach the consumer or customer. Example ng indirect channel is a manufacturer produce millions of cell phones, and then the wholesaler buys thousands of cell phones from the manufacturer. Next, a retailer buys dozens of cell phones from the wholesaler for the retail store, and then the consumer or customer goes to the retail store and buy one cell phone. So, ma-determine nyo dito yung process ng indirect channel. And then next, intermediary, it is the bridge between a producer and the consumer. Like for example, dito yung mga retailer nga, then booker, no, para ma-get nung customers yung product na pinili nila. Slide, where and when will you sell? So these are the guide or way on where and when will you sell. First, choosing an excellent location for a physical store. Like for example, dito yung mall. So most of people na bumibili sa mall kasi to make sure na yung product na bibili nila is legit. So next, determining the days and hours when the customers are most likely to shop. Then provide an easy-to-use website that customers can access anytime from anywhere or any location. Example naman dito yung Shopee, Lazada, Amazon. Those the example of that. Next, taking orders via toll-free telephone number with operators standing by 24 hours a day. Example naman dito like yung mga fast food chain, yung Jollibee, McDonald's, may mga stall dyan na open for 24 hours. And those the answer on where and when will you sell. So next slide, these are the kinds of distribution: exclusive distribution, intensive distribution, and selective distribution. First, exclusive distribution. This type of distribution is the most limited of the three. Kumbaga, ito yung limited option para mapabilis yung process ng pagbili mo ng product and limited outlets lang. Next naman yung intensive distribution, the opposite of exclusive distribution. Ito naman yung, kung sa exclusive, limited lang, ito naman yung as much as possible, dapat lahat ng outlets available yung product. Next naman yung selective distribution, allowing a product to be sold at moderate number of sales outlet. Ito naman yung piling outlets lang yung available, kumbaga person-to-person transaction lang based on the set of your conditions. Slide is how will you transport and store products. So transportation is used to move a product from one point to another along a distribution channel. So ways to transport product includes airplanes, train, trucks, or a mix. Some electronic products such as software files can be transported from a seller's computer. So example dito na most used natin is yung Lalamove. So meron silang app na nakalagay doon yung mga information na kung paano mag-deliver o mag-ship ng product. Meron din doon kung gusto mong rush delivery, may additional din na bayad for the exclusive delivery. And then, meron din doon nakalagay kung ano ba yung product na ipapaship mo or pinadeliver mo, which is kung fragile ba or confidential. So, to make the courier informed about that and they are liable for the possible damage. Slide is developing price strategies. So there are many kinds of pricing strategies and techniques. However, you should base on the price of your product on two things: your target market and the potential profit for your company. Ito naman developing price strategy na your product's price should be low enough that customers want to buy from you, not for your competitors. So dapat yung price mo akma naman dun sa product na binibenta mo. So, yung customer mo hindi bibili dun sa competitors mo. So, next slide is identifying price objectives. So, build or maintain an image. So, price can create or affect the image of a product in consumer's mind. For example, people may perceive lower price goods as having a lower quality than a similar item sold at higher price. Like for example, na parang nasa mindset na ng isang customers yung pag-lower yung price, lower din yung quality nung product na binila. So, dapat kahit na lower yung price, dapat kahit papano, hindi naman ganun ka-lower din yung quality ng product nila. So next is increase sales volume quantity. Higher price may lower the number of sales and the lower prices may increase the number of sales. However, you can change or charge a slightly higher price than a competition if your product has more features and benefit. Sample dito yung kumbaga may product na sa'yo lang nabibili. So may you have a chance na itaas yung price nun kasi exclusive lang siya, sa'yo lang nabibili. Pero once na yung competitors mo na magaya yung product na binebenta mo, so dun na yung chance na magbababa ka na ng price. Next, obtain or expand a market share. Sometimes an initial lower price can help a new business attract customers from competitors. After you obtain a market share, you can increase your price slightly to improve your profits. So example dito sa mga new business, 'di ba? Pag may new business or opening business, 'di ba, marami silang mga offers, mga sales. So dun pa lang sa opening sale nila, dun pa lang parang nahihikayat na yung mga customers na bumili doon. So parang pag tumagal ng tumagal, so you can increase your price slightly so to improve your profits na rin. So next is maximize profits. If you are introducing a new product into a market, you could charge a high price to maximize profits. Later on, if the competitors initiate your product or finds some other way to reduce its attraction, you could drop the price. So example dito katulad kanina, sinabi ko na kapag may new product ka na ni-release, ikaw lang yon, sa yung product lang yon, exclusive lang, so you may chance na pataasin mo na yung price ng product na yon. So once na yung competitors mo ginaya yung product na binibenta mo or nagkaroon sila ng other way na ma-attract yung customer, so you can attract then also the customer by decreasing the price. So that's all my report, and next reporter na po. Thank you.
Selecting a basic pricing strategy. There are 3 basic pricing strategies. A decision about which one to use will depend on the product mix, price objectives, and the market target. These are demand-based pricing, competition-based pricing, cost-based pricing. Selecting a basic pricing strategy. There are 3 known approaches in selecting a basic pricing strategy. One of these is demand-based pricing, known as dynamic pricing. Demand-based pricing is based on target costing, whereas it satisfies the customer and it meets the set profit margins. In determining a demand-based pricing, we first determine what a customer will be willing to pay for a desired product, and then we'll subtract the desired profit margin and will come up with the amount of money or the price a customer will be willing to spend on the final output or the product itself. Example of a demand-based pricing is laptop. We all know that in our current situation, college students most especially, must need to have a laptop by themselves. Also teachers and other who work from home. So, laptop is a product that satisfies the customer and has all the components they want, but it also has to be at a cost that people are willing to spend. What I mean by this is that the expensive the product is, the high the quality the components contains. And the cheap the product is, or the laptop is, the components has low quality materials. The second approach in selecting a basic pricing strategy is competition-based pricing. In competition-based pricing, it is where setting a price after knowing the competitor's price of a certain product or service. The aim of or focus of this competition-based pricing is to stay competitive with others. Also, in addition to the aim of competition-based pricing is that others will either set their prices equal to, above, or below their competitors' prices. And the last approach in selecting a basic pricing strategy is cost-based pricing, whereas cost-based pricing is about setting a price based on what or how much a business costs to produce a certain product. Example of this is that a bike, how much did the labor, or how much is the labor for the bike, how much are the parts of it, and how much is the shipping fee for the bike if it is ordered online or from afar. To determine the cost-based pricing we add the total cost of a product and add a certain profit margin, allowing for price adjustments. If the distribution channel for a product is an indirect one, the price will get adjusted as it moves from the producer to the consumer. When a retail store buys a product from a wholesaler, they add an additional amount to the wholesale cost to make a profit. This results in a markup price. Example of a markup price, or in simplest words, markup price is something that you add to the original price. Halimbawa, pumili ako ng damit from a friend which costs 100, and then I will later on sell it also to others or to the public, and I will add a certain profit rather, so I'll make it 150. The 50 pesos added on price is the profit or the markup price. And here we have the calculation on how to get the markup price, which is wholesale cost times markup percentage divided by 100, which is where we can get the markup amount, and wholesale cost plus markup amount, where we can get the markup price or the retail price. Markdown price. Markdown price are also known as discount. It is the amount deducted from a selling price, whereas markdown price is the difference between the selling price, which is the selling price is the price or the amount at which the item is actually sold, and minus the sale price, whereas sale price is the amount or the discounted price. To get the markdown price, we use the following formulas: either retail price times markdown percentage divided by 100, we get the markdown amount, and then the retail price minus the markdown amount, we get the markdown price, which is the sale price that I have said a while ago. There are many reasons why businesses tend to reduce the price or marks down the prices of their products, and these are either one of the following reasons. It's either to make the price appealing, or to get rid of slow moving merchandise and to put something new, or to stimulate increased sales, or to meet the prices of competitors, or to draw customers in and get them looking at the other products that have a higher mark. Price factors for services. When a product is a service, time is the primary factor used to determine price. Some services are charged simply by the hour, as a physical therapist, business consultant, or marriage counselor usually does. Another example of this is the fast food crews, whereas they get paid depends on their hourly rate. Halimbawa, ang hourly rate nila is worth 80 pesos and they get to render 8 hours of service, 8 hours a day. So, hourly rate multiplied by the time they rendered their service, which is 80 times 8. 80 is the hourly rate and 8 is the hours they work in a day. So, 80 times 8 is equals to 640, which is their salary for a day. Bundling. Bundling is the practice of combining the price of several services and their physical products into one price. The travel industry commonly practices bundling to create vacation packages that includes airline services, hotel accommodations, and a rental car from one price. Another example or scenario whereas bundling is applied is that when you buy a 3 pairs of shoes, good for 1,200. A pair of shoes originally cost 500, but when you apply bundling, it causes a customer to buy a greater quantity of goods or services at a discounted price.